Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports and Songs podcast. We're in season 7, episode number 28. Tonight's a sports edition. Andy, how are you?
I'm tired. I'm sore. I hurt my thumb yesterday between the Mets game, the Twins game, and NASCAR, flipping back and forth, changing apps. Oh my god,
Ouch.
it was a workout.
Lots going on. It's May 19th.
My thumb's not in mid-season form yet now.
No. It's May 18, 2026, and we're in the middle of sports season. College Division I baseball regular season just ended this last week. So now they're going to have their conference tournaments. I looked up some of them. They're going to be taking place, and then the NCAA field will be announced, and then we'll get the College World Series underway. All right.
Softball's going on already. Yep.
A trivia question.
All right.
Trivia question today. What's the name of the gentleman who in 1962 on this day successfully shot 62 straight free throws blindfolded and made them? It's like a parlor trick.
What
or
year?
Something. 1962.
He did 62 and 62.
All right, let me check it again. It was 62 free throws. He did it blindfolded. 1972.
72?
1972, on this very day, basketball season was ending or close to being done. I'm sure back then maybe it was the finals.
It wasn't Coach Mike, was it?
No.
It wasn't Coach Mike, was it?
No. Sadly enough, it wasn't. But imagine.
Has he made 62 free throws in his life?
61 maybe. He graduated in 62.
All right.
All right, so that'll be the answer at the end of the episode. I'm sure no one will get it right, but it's a good one.
All right, here we go. Move Don over here a little bit. Sorry, Don, you have to move. All right. Got some stuff. Maybe not in the priority you want them, but this is the way the note cards fell when I dropped them. Let's see here if I can get my clicker to click. There we go. Ta-da. Go talk about the Mets. Go figure. Okay, look at their schedule coming up now in the next few weeks. 4 home against the Nationals, then 3 against the Marlins. Teams right above them in the standings. Then they go to Cincinnati, as some would say. And then they go back down to Miami. So they got 10 of their next 13 games against teams above them in their standings. They finally get to play division teams. So here we go.
And the last stretch is all home games.
Yes. And if you look at the Tuesday night game, this 86 World Championship retro T-shirts. So,
Love it.
The crowd would be hopping. Here's a couple things. Clay Holmes is down with a fractured fibula. In case if you weren't sure where the fibula was, there's a little picture for you.
Little graphic. We're here to educate.
The graphics department was all excited about this stuff today. He took a shot, ball hit back to him, cracked him right in the fibula. I'm pretty sure he said more than an hour when it happened.
Oh, yeah.
That's a guess. But they have called up Zach Thornton, the number 13 ranked prospect in their system. He is going to pitch Wednesday. They don't know if he'll be starting. They don't know if he's going to come in long relief. He is going to be pitching on Thursday. That's if, barring whoever starts is not like some incredible role and going through, but he will be pitching this week. There's our boy Francisco Alvarez. He is also out, following off his knee. Here we go, torn meniscus. And there would be your tear in your meniscus here. The meniscus. Ooh. Yeah. And the catcher's got bad knees anyway. And this was off a ball he hit and fell off his knee, not just wear and tear. Surgery, he's out 6 to 8 weeks. Ouch. Now, Bo Bichette. Bobo. Quote, this is from him today. I signed here for 3 years. The opt-outs, any player would love them to have control of their future, whatever the case might be, where they want to be, if they want to search for something else. I don't know. But when I signed here, I took it as a 3-year deal. Now, with that said, there has been scuttlebutt. Sources close to this reporter, sources close to me, fellow New Yorkers or other New Yorkers I've talked to. Between Bouchette and or Francisco Lindor, their names have come up in trade. Got a lot of money. Bouchette's been playing short since Lindor's out. Doesn't mean he can replace him because Bouchette's batting like 210. Lindor's batting like 210 when he left. So not really an impressive thing there anywhere. We're just saving money with Bouchette compared to Lindor, or vice versa. Just one of them will be getting rid of a paycheck, and we're still getting a 200 hitter, so overpriced. Big deal. Maybe we can get something for one, if not both. The Mets have called up a lot of young guys. You've seen it on our social media. They're doing very well with that. These guys have turned around. AJ Ewing is a stud and a half. Slowly climbing his way up on my man crush chart. So there you go.
Nice.
Now, I'm just saying. I'm just showing these numbers here just to say. Those of you listening, I'll read this to you. 2019, the Washington Nationals started 19-26, and they won the World Championship later that year. The Mets right now are 19-26. I'll leave it there.
Just saying.
Just giving you the evidence here. Here we go. The only downside, if they win it, that means we're stuck with the same management for next year.
Fair enough.
Careful what you wish for. Here are our said standings. Now, like I said, yes, the Mets are still in last place. I'm not planning any playoff ticket ventures. I'm just going, we have the Nationals and the Marlins, the two teams above. Don't try to catch the Braves right now. You catch the team above you in the standings.
Yep.
They're half game behind the Marlins. So they have 4 against the Nats, 6 against the Marlins in the next 2 weeks. Worry about catching those teams there. Then when you've caught them, then you worry about catching the Phillies. And then when you've caught them, you worry about catching the Braves. These games against the Nationals and Marlins are the first games the Mets have played in their own division this year so far.
Yes.
Not making excuses. Again, just saying what's going on. The Mets were 8-16 when Lindor got hurt. They're 20-26 now. So they're 12-10 without him. They're 8 games under 500 with him. Do you cut somebody because of 14 or 24 games? No. Do you take phone calls because of 24 games? Yes. Now we get off my Mets bag right again. Here's the Twins schedule or Twins standings. 4.5 out the division, 1.5 behind in the wild card. 5 games below 500. I really think the American League is going to see some below 500 teams in the playoffs. That's the world we live in now. So,
yeah, it's interesting stuff.
Yep.
Now, what I saw today, Andy,
yes,
is Detroit's going to be playing Cleveland in a 3-game set, and so we could just got to hope that Detroit wins 2 or 3 of those games, bring Cleveland down a little bit. Twins have a kind of a soft schedule here for a week, so you could see a move perhaps. But boy, Kansas City with all the money they put into Bobby Witt and getting these players, and the fans said,
well, the White Sox. Look at the White Sox. Sucked last year. Went big on the one Japanese player, and they're 2 games above 500. So.
Second place. It's interesting. But yes, that is not some good baseball right there.
Because the White Sox last year had a fire sale, got rid of everybody and their brother and their dog and the neighbor and people they knew. I mean, they cleaned house.
And they've been drafting.
House, it's going to take a year to get a team to gel. Not if you got the right guys. You know.
And they're good draft picks last couple of years.
Yep.
When they start coming up, they got some talent.
Former Twin making the news. He's got some issues with his ex-wife. Just nice to see a local boy. You know, local boy. Every time local news, someone who spent 2 weeks here with the team, he's one of us. He's one of us. You might not see this on Channel 4 tonight. Pretty sure Mike Max won't cover this.
No.
So there you go, Carl Provano. There's your boy, everybody. According to Buster Only, guy could be an A Brave here in a few weeks.
Ooh.
Will the Twins be buyers or sellers? Like we just said, they're 4.5 out, 1.5 in the wild card. But if the right things come by, the Braves want to get him now because Acuna's out. But would he be a great fill in Atlanta right there or not?
Twins have some center fielders prospects coming up.
That's what I'm saying. They got outfielders in the minors. You get some pitchers. Who knows? Just saying. And it's Buster Only. If it was Joe Blow from the sports page paper, no, I wouldn't put this up. Buster Only, I'm going to trust him a little bit. I'm going to take what he says a little bit. All right. Not all good news here for the Mets. Good thing they didn't sign Edwin Diaz. And I'm kind of wondering if the Mets didn't have a sniff of this. That's why they didn't go too hard on him. If they knew something about this, about his little side hustle.
They may have.
Maybe that's why they said, oh, here's some money for you. Oh, not enough. Oh, well. That way, the fans, in case it never did come up, they could say, hey, we tried. Well, funny, he was out injured, and now this comes up. This is kind of a big deal. It's not just he wasn't, playing cards down at the local shop and, illegally. It's a big deal. Is it right up there with Michael Vick and dogfighting? Kind of. The sad thing is in Puerto Rico, they probably don't think it's that big a deal because that's just the culture. Vic didn't think dogfighting was a big deal. That's what you did down there, but I guess it is. So,
wow,
we'll see how this turns out here. I don't have the brackets for these people because these brackets are insane for every section for these two sports. So go to the Minnesota State High School League and look up your softball and baseball brackets, sectional brackets. The first of the month is when the state tournament begins for these sports. So get ready for that. And that, sir, is what I have picture-wise.
Well, Andy, I think it's safe to say that we've never brought up cockfighting here on the show.
No, we're here to educate. We might make some phone calls, get some experts on.
Yes,
So we can do maybe a bonus episode. I know the guys up at Pure Belly Sports probably don't have a lot of information on this, but maybe there's someone in Duluth that would know something about this. We can check up there. See, Iron Range, you never know what goes on up there.
I've been doing the show for 6.5 years. We've touched a lot of sports, a lot of things we've covered, but just never cockfighting. So, Andy, NBA.
Yep.
Last night was a game 7 in the second round. A number 4 seed beat a 1 seed. Detroit Pistons got beat as the number 1 seed at home.
Yes.
So they're on to the next round. These are the conference finals now starting, and so there's 4 teams left in the NBA.
I just say something about the NBA here now that you brought it up. I didn't want to bring it up.
Yes.
You know what's like I was rubbing anyone's face in it? So that's not my style. Watching the Timberwolves and the Spurs, I get how the game has changed. I understand you're buddies with everybody. I want to be everybody's friend. You don't have these heated rivalries like they think they have. It's 8 minutes to go in the game. You don't go to the other side and start shaking hands saying, hey, nice series, boys. Like Anthony Edwards did. No. To me, right, you just said right there, I want out. Because I don't want a guy like that on my team.
Yeah.
It's 8 minutes to go. I don't care if you're down by 50 with 8 minutes to go. You do not give up like that. You want to go over there after the game and hug and high-five them and slap them on the back and tell them how wonderful they are? Great. You do not do that with 8 minutes to go in the game. I don't care what sport it is.
Not a good look.
No. And, I've never been an Anthony Edwards guy. I liked him when he was on ER. I liked him in Top Gun.
Wow.
But his basketball career, no. I don't know what happened to him. He learned how to dribble and his whole mind just went.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't watch much of the Wolves. I didn't watch hardly any of the Wild. They were both taking on opponents that are pretty likely to win it all or be odds on favorite to be the first or second team in
Yep.
Vegas to win it all. So the Avalanche is a good team. Wild are done. Avalanche moves on. Spurs look really good, look really sharp. They move on. The Wolves are done. Yes, it was the first time ever that the Minnesota teams are playing in the second round at the same time. So it was all fun and exciting while it happened, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. So
I followed the score so I could have an intelligent conversation.
now
with
tonight,
you. Yeah. Oh, there they are.
Sabres are playing tonight. The Buffalo Sabres game 7. The only game left here in round 2 of the playoffs, and they'll be in the conference finals here starting this week. So that's a game 7 tonight. Montreal Canadiens, Buffalo Sabres, win or go home tonight. And so we'll be down to the next week at this time doing the show. Final 4 teams. Winter season will be almost over. The UFL has completed 8 weeks of regular season football. So 2 weeks to go. They're jockeying for position. WNBA, I think the Lynx are 2-2, just started. Yep. They're 4 games in. That's getting hot and going. Amateur baseball is rolling. High school softball and baseball brackets are announced for the postseason. So lots going on. In that regard. And Memorial Weekend, it's really 1 week from tonight is Memorial Day. So 1 week away. So it falls early this year.
Yep. Did you watch any of the MMA fight the other day, the Ronda Rousey and Gina fight?
No.
Did you blink and miss it?
I missed it. I must have missed it.
I was pouring a pop in it. 17 seconds. The big scuttlebutt is people are saying it was fixed.
Okay.
My opinion is none. I don't care. One person got over 2 million, the other got 1 million. One gal had to drop like a ton of weight. Okay, maybe not a ton, like close to 100 pounds just to get down to the same weight. She hasn't fought in years. It was a pure money grab.
Okay.
They both want to do movies. They both wants to be a mommy, do stuff at home. So of course they don't want to hurt their pretty faces. Wait, I can make $1 million in 17 seconds.
They're like, I'm in.
I can sign somewhere for that. Yeah. So she, punch, falls down, armbar, taps out, and then they're hugging and smiling afterwards. That's like shaking hands with 8 minutes to go. It's like shaking hands with 8 minutes to go. It was so embarrassing to say that. Now, I didn't pay for the fight, but I was kind of checking online. I got to see how this thing goes. Also, I checked. It's like, wait, 17. What? I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for them. I was embarrassed for everybody. I feel bad for those who bought it. I feel bad for people who were there and excited. You got snowed.
Yeah. And strange stuff, but it is what it is, as they say.
Yes.
Now, Andy, there's a trivia question. Something took place in 1972 on this day.
Got to guess. Repeat the question again. I think I got to guess.
Which basketball player attempted and made 62 straight free throws while blindfolded in a gimmick on this day in 1972? Any ideas? Here we go. John Sebastian.
Nope.
No, it was 63. Sorry.
Nope.
Yeah, John Sebastian. I don't know the guy.
Thinking.
Please leave your comments below, but 63 consecutive free throws while blindfolded. Now, I think, Andy, that would be tough to do 63 consecutive for an event like this. That it must have been lots of people there, a lot of people around. And that'd be tough to do without being blindfolded. 63. You're going to miss one sooner or later. He did 63 while blindfolded. That's ridiculous.
Was he shooting like Pete Maravich underhand like this?
He could have been, I don't even know the backstory. A granny shot, I don't know what he was doing, but to do 63 of anything, it's tough. But he did that, completed that on this day in 1972, Andy. John Sebastian. Now, that's a trivia question I'll bet nobody gets right.
Right. Except maybe his family.
Yes.
See, what was I doing at this time? 1972. This time I had the walking thing down.
Okay.
The walking thing down. You know, I was 17 months old, so I had that walking thing down. Had the whole feeding thing with myself. I was getting that grip on that, you know. So I was getting there.
1972. So we were not watching anything like this. And I don't know how many other people were watching it either, but that is fantastic. A great trivia question. I'll call it good. I won't say great. It's a good trivia question.
So 6.5.
But that's it. That's it for this week. We'll see you next Monday.
Not me. I will be on vacation. Thanks to the state of Minnesota, I get all these like sick day, family medical thing days. I'm gonna come up with something and take a day off. So
we'll have a special ghost in your guest reporter in your stead.
Yes.
And if I can't round up anybody, I might go solo, Andy, but that'll be a week from tonight. Andy, you'll have the week off. Your paycheck will stay the same, though, I think.
I'll make up something because we don't have fraud in this state, so it's going to be a legit excuse.
Correct.
There's no fraud. It's going to be a legit paper. There's nothing, no under-the-table money here.
It's going to be all on the up and up for sure.
No board.
We'll have some reporting on this Wednesday, Town Ball Baseball. Watertown Red Devils hosting the Waconia Lakers. Class B versus Class A. Always a great matchup with those two. That's going to be a Wednesday night first pitch at 420 High Street.
Yes. Watch our social medias for highlights, pictures, and updates.
We will be there.
Yes.
In attendance.
Yes.
Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.